Alright, alright. How about we play some best of 3 for a change? Exclusively for YouTube. This is filling out super slow. Why did I get myself into that? Okay, and here we are. We got a rare that's kinda narrow because it's an early play. So I don't like this one that much. It's not that splashable. It doesn't do anything exciting for the late game. It's probably good in Gruul, but that limits our options. Good removal. A really good 2-drop in green and one of the best colors. And I think that's about it. I mean, there's a Ketradon, but I don't like picking Ketradon over Guardian. I'm also lower on this card than other people are. So I am on these two. Since it's best of 3, it's not ranked. I might wanna try the aggro deck and take the Road Rage because it is a good card. It's just in a worse color, but I think we can spice it up a little for the content. We've been drafting green decks a lot. Also, by the way, it is the only red card in the pack besides the rare, obviously, which is then debatable because people, like other drafters, are dragged into rares. Okay, we got past a Gas Guzzler, which I think it's a really, really good 1-drop. This ability late, I mean, you need to trigger max speed, that's first, but just activating this ability late, it makes it kind of a must kill, because otherwise everything they're gonna kill is gonna turn into cards, right? You can sack some stuff. There's not that many tokens in this format. That's something to note. The safest pick would maybe be this Oblivion, because we started with a Road Rage, and it's a more splashable card than the Gas Guzzler. And there's a Night Market, which I would consider here. Right Saint as well as a white card that, I mean, it is the best white common, so it's an interesting one. I do like red black quite a lot, but I'm gonna take this Outpace Oblivion. That's such a good aggro card. It also deals 2 damage then, and pretty splashable. And let's see if I regret not taking the rare. Okay, so there's an option to go Gruul with Scurryfoot, which is a card obviously that's really, really good. I think it's a little bit overrated, but still probably the best green common. Why I think it's overrated is because there's so many good stuff in green at 4, and this is technically a 4-drop, right? Even though it's one of the better ones. So we could take that, or we could maybe do spicy things and move away from red. And I do like the Night Market a lot. It just leaves us open. Well, from red I wanted to say green. It just leaves us open, but maybe here maybe I'm not taking the best of 3 draft serious enough, but let's see if we get there. I'm taking Night Market. It leaves us more open. Okay, now I regret not taking the Guzzler because I really like the Ascendant, and I think this is what I'm gonna take here. We took a land. We could splash this card. It's a pretty good, I mean, it's a really good card anywhere, but I can see it work really well in aggro as well. Or maybe we're some weird, maybe we'll just go black, white, splash some red stuff. We'll see. Because these cards are both somewhat relevant in the late game as well. I don't like anything else over it. The Ooze Patrol, some people like. But again, this is the problem with all the green good cards. They're all 4-drops, so they have a 4-drop ability. Guardian was another example in pack 1. So you kind of cannot do then everything at once, right? You just, something leaves basically unused, if that makes sense, abilities, or gets unused, and cards get unplayed because you just cannot, I mean, unplayed. You'll keep them in hand because you cannot do everything on 4. This one is interesting. There's a Disciple which can be good in aggro decks, or alright in aggro decks. We can take the Ironclad, do something with that. I think I'd rather take this if we spec on Cycling over Artillerist. 7-2 with all the removal could also do something. I'm going with the 6-3 over the Pilot. Pilot is also okay-ish. Well, I guess I gotta do this now, right? There's a top terrace which I like, but I wanna experiment a little, and this is a good place to do it in best of 3. Obviously, if we went this direction, Engine is a great card. But again, see, another 4-drop ability, right? So it's really hard to double spell on 4-drop abilities. So if I take the... So there's some good white cards, but I could just take the land and then we potentially have the Mardu route covered. So how many of these can you play? That's the question. We could maybe open... Hear me out. You could maybe open push the limit and do that sort of thing, and that could be fun. So I'm gonna take it. I mean, they cycle away at worst. Tune up could work in that deck. I mean, it's not like that insane to animate that, but I could see it. And here it's awkward because it's another expensive card. Pedal to the Metal is a good card. I'm still taking this. I think this card has relative high upside in aggro. It's not really that great of a card overall because if you don't get max speed, the downside is pretty bad of playing a 4-mana 2/5 Vigi. But we're still taking it here. And then I guess we go cheaper while this is a vehicle. I'll just take the Disciple. So the Bird. And then Wrangler, which we could potentially play, but probably not. Take that and take the land. Okay, what do you have for us? Pack 2. Since we have decent mana now, and we might pick another land, I guess I'm just going with Ascendant. We're a 3-color aggro deck, which again, maybe not the best to splash an aggro, but you can maybe figure something out. Obviously, the rare is great, but would be on the splash. Well, we already have a black splash. Rambler is good, and Velocitar, I don't think it's really... I mean, it's kind of awkward. It can do stuff. Sometimes you get a combo. The problem is whenever you don't have a vehicle or they kill the vehicle, this is just completely terrible then. 2-drop maybe Wheels. I don't really like the Spike Spitter. This is the thing when you're drafting these colors, you just have to concede to having some bad quality creatures. Spike Spitter has the highest upside though. But I do like Surveyor and I kind of like Disciple, but Disciple probably Wheels. I really need 2-drops. I might still take that Spike Spitter and then try to go really, really aggro. Or I guess Surveyor. What if we just take Surveyor? It is a 2-for-1. And it lets us do something early. I think we're looking to be a black splash type of thingy. Because we pass too much black. Black doesn't seem that open. Okay, this one is really interesting. Because there's another Ascendance and they get better in multiples. There's a Lightning Strike and there's a Gunner. And Gunner is really, really important in these decks. So I'd rather have Gunner than Rambler. Can we wheel Ascendant is the question. Because I do want them in multiples, honestly. But they are on the splash. So I think I'm on Gunner here. Ups the consistency of the deck. And it's kind of hard to pick up Gunners lately. Another pack that's completely terrible. Potentially Blockbuster can do stuff. We have some tokens to sack. Don't like the enchantment. One of these two potentially. I'm not splashing Barrage. Column maybe. I don't know. It's not really a good column deck. So I'm taking the cheaper card. By the way, Vanguard is maybe... well, Barrage is the best card, but Vanguard is also such a good green card. Same goes with a 9/7. Oh, that's good. We need to take a 2-drop over Gunner, and I'm glad I took the Gunner earlier. But this 2-drops is actually pretty good. Well, even at the core, it's Scries for 2, but then if you get the 1/1s that can lay their crew, that is awesome. So a great pickup. Not the best deck for the Chariot, because you need to always have a crew on 3, and we might not get the Ascendants always, but I'm still taking it here. It's pretty high upside vehicle, actually. The only awkwardness is if you fall behind, if they are attacking you, you have to tap another creature down, so you lose a blocker to deal 3 damage. But if you're curving out attacking, don't care about blocking, 3 in the air is pretty nice. Pathfinder, the 4/1 would be also decent pickups. When we get rewarded for drafting the worst archetype, I'm taking the links here. Quite easy. We need a 2-drop. We get a great 2-drop at this amount to work with the synergies. Even though we don't have that many synergies, but yeah. So this would be good in another deck. We are cycling some and we have the gunner, but I still don't think it's worth including that. I'd rather just take the Gonda, which is a solid filler. 2-drop and collision could work. But I'm going with a creature. And we wield one of the better white commons actually. Rambler is pretty good. Take the bird over the Ether Jacket. Ether Jacket is a little bit clunky sometimes. While this can let us push damage through. Get another Rambler. That is great. Just take this. Don't think we'll play it, but we can. I don't think we really want another Disciple. Just in case we open something stupid. Wow. 2? What is this pack? I mean, there's also the links which we badly want, but there's maybe a chance it will. So I think I'm taking it here. We're already splashing these. The cards is pretty busted. Okay, I really want another land then, because our mana gets really sketch. At one point, Gonda helps. But yeah, Lynx is also great. Gliders are good in these decks. I think we're wheeling one of these. The thing is, we cannot wheel both because you only get one wheel. But yeah, fine. Go for the rare. Go for the funsies. I don't think tune-up makes the cut. I don't even think Ironclads, maybe one, make the cut. The Scarehook is pretty absurd. It's really hard to splash it though on a double blue. So just go safe and take a 2-drop over. I don't know, I don't really like these that much. They're fine. Like Paragon's Gorn sometimes does things, but it's another 3-drop, which, I mean, these are not like gonna be hard to cast them on 3. But I do like the Surveyor and we need a 2-drop. So we get a land, which I probably want to take. There's a spin out, but we're not heavy black. We're more Boros. This card is really good. I'm surprised it's there, considering like how drafted these colors are. But I don't mind a land here. We need some consistency. Well, this one is now interesting. Look at the rares also. What is going on? Did people just completely abandon green-black? This card is great on the splash, but I'm kind of on the right side. I know it's an awkward removal here because we're more aggro-ish. But we want to keep it consistent also. This is an early play, even though it's as good late as it's early. I don't mind another interactive spell. Well, what is going on? Maybe black-white was the way to go. Which I could still go, but I don't know. So here the strike is another good card I could just take. Is there a chance one of these wheels? I'm gonna take the strike still. I want to keep it somewhat consistent. What? Third one? We would have... they're legendaries, but we would have 3 of these and 2 Ascendants if we were those colors. I mean, we can take it here. We could take one of the 2. So I'm gonna take it now. Hopefully we get another land, although it's only 2 picks left, which can be awkward. Our mana will be somewhat rough. Okay, just take a land here for the reason, because I took so many 2-color cards. Well, yeah, right sand and bot are both great. Bot, especially with Zakur, but I kind of expect maybe 1 to wheel unless people are gonna rare draft. But we just took some removal, so let's go here. Well, land is actually a pretty great pickup, to be fair. So do I want another Gonda? It does help us with the mana, but it's kind of an awkward card. I wouldn't mind a trick actually in this deck. Is that crazy? But I think one of these wheels, so I'm still taking Gonda or Goda. Here is still Glider. Over this, did we see another? Yeah, so let's just go Glider. That will bounce off. This is best to 3Q, so people gonna underrate that card. I could even see it, but I don't like the card that much. Yeah, maybe I needed to take the trick. Okay, but this looks interesting. At least. Ultimately, black-white and a splash would be better. We get a 2-drop as a last pick, but this was based on last pack. It just happened to be so many rares. Okay, so 6, 7, 8, 9. Why? That's more than enough. 5, 6, 7, 8 also seems fine because we don't even have that much red. And then 2, so basically the mana distribution seems alright. Something to notice, we need black. Well, we need black and white too early, which is kind of good here. We have more white sources than red, but we need red and black on this one together. We could, however, play one of these over a swamp. I don't think I wanna go for that. It's quite decent value with when you have a lot of vehicles to crew. Okay, and now the last inclusion, because I do like everything else what we have. I don't want to change anything. So I think I'm actually going with something with higher upside. What about a runner? Is that crazy? I know it's on the splash and all, but I think it is the highest upside card. It can push damage through pretty well. Okay, on the play. Well, as decent as it can get. We have like a lot of lands, but our deck is not that cheap for an aggro deck at all. Let's see if opponent can actually like sometimes you miss it. Like 2-drops are not that high of a priority in this format, so let's see if they actually have a 2-drop. And here sadly we cannot crew yet, so attack for 1. Okay, no 2-drop, but could be a counter. So I think we still run the surveyor out. Just too good right now. Okay, no counter, but I think I'll actually go for the damage. We have enough lands to cast most stuff. So it seems like they just have a removal up. One more damage if Goda dies otherwise. It's good that we get the speed up. Oh, come on. Well, that kind of answers it. We're not crewing. I'd rather deal the damage here. Have too many lands. Here's where Gunner comes in handy. Wait, Barrage on that? Oh, because of they don't want to give us a 2-for-1. It's pretty sad that we cannot get more momentum here. But all we drew is lands. Okay, I don't need to kill that yet. They do decide to block. Which is interesting because we do get this up, but I'd much rather kill the gunner. I think we can be patient. We need to deal 1 damage somehow though. And then it's a value trade. I don't think the aggressive plan is that viable when you only have 1 creature here and you expect them to play something else. Yep, and look what happens. It's not like obviously it's pretty good for us, but I mean good for us. It's a good exchange, but we need more gas. Okay, that's somewhat reasonable. I'm playing this out as well and then keeping that for the gunner. Monument is scary. So this will get the thing and then we draw a card. Unless they just want to chump. But chumping is value. Yep, wow. It's literally worth a card. Links and pass. Simple. Well, it's annoying. Although they cannot attack really. But I cannot attack either. I mean, I could attack, raise the links, gets another land from the deck, and then we trigger this thingy and get a card, which is not completely terrible and we get double strike. But yeah, let's go here, crew that. Swing both. Okay, get to extra speed. And now the real question is, do I wanna... But I don't know what I would have Road Rage for right now. For another creature. Three, four, five, six. And now if I play it out, it's 7. So if we get a 4-drop, I think I gotta play it out. Kinda annoying, the dragon. Well, but I don't have something to crew, and Gunner is great. We can double strike here. Okay, they're gonna double block. We still kill one though. Fair. This is where attacking with it. I didn't play around the rare, which I think makes sense. Play Gunner, try to get more stuff. Well, 1 mana short, what can you do? But we are in a really good spot here. Okay, let's go. So what did we see? Artifact removal seems like this is a good spot for Blockbuster. I don't know what to remove though. This kills the Gunner. Glider potentially. It's a little bit slow on the draw. And Runner? What if we just take Runner out? Keep. The thing is, most of our creatures are white. But we can get a white source. We have a god early. Well, if we get there's some red creatures that we can draw. It's a little bit awkward, but high upside. That's 3 damage with god. Although I expected to maybe get lightning strike because we saw that. Yeah, this one is awkward now. Well, okay. Perfect draw. Because we cannot fight that value right now. There's a land. That's good. So I can scry, I can go this, but this does... Well, it starts the engine, but it's better to start it next turn. And we don't have any vehicles, so this is not much value, but it can scry into vehicles. I'll still take the removal. We have enough gas here that we also want to be somewhat reactive. This has to die. Well, we have removal on top, so... Yeah, Gunner is just so oppressive. And I have to respect it in this format. And the good thing is this starts the engine for our future stuff. We have quite a lot of engine matter cards or max speed matter cards. Okay, that dies to in their turn, which is tempo. It's just tempo, and we connect once. We have speed here, right? I'm just playing that. That's fine. That is fine. There's a lot of lightning strikes in their deck. But lightning strike doesn't really kill everything you want in this format. In fact, it doesn't kill a lot of good stuff in this format. Okay, here is where I wanted a land, but didn't get a land. So I could go here, trigger speed here, but the whole awkwardness is that we're still not there yet. I mean, it's still more efficient than anything else, so I guess. The thing is, if you crack this in their turn, they get the speed up. Sure. So if we kill the 3/4, we can actually get the speed up. We need a land. There's a land, and I guess we do that because it's just such a high upside. So this has only the sack on this side. I could sack it, but no. We don't want to lose it. I'm surprised they didn't play it out. Oh, they played that out. Never mind, they didn't have enough mana. Curious if they play something with 2 toughness, we can still disciple this attack both, right? And there's likely that both survive then. And if they don't want to get us to 4 speed, they have to give the other thingy away, but yeah. And that's exactly what happens. And Monument, but Monument after they cycled everything away, I don't think it's that big of a threat. I think max speed might be too good here. I know this is kind of tempting and all. And I think it's too good. We're not even guarantee a land and then it doesn't matter. Let's go. Because now even if when this dies, we get a 2/2. They could cycle it away. They probably have another cycler, yeah. Because now this gets oppressive. They can chain cyclers pretty easily, depends how their deck is structured. Well, I can sack, I shouldn't be auto-passing. I'll just double strike in the air, seems safer. If they have another -3, -0, we just get wrecked completely. It's not quite there yet, the land. But Sloop is a card here, definitely. Okay. So let's say this wants to block. There's a lot of triggers there. That's when Monument gets insane. When you have a lot of mana and still are able to discard. Yeah. There was an argument to double block. I'm not losing the creature though. I mean, there was an argument to sack as well. But they would still discard and draw, so I guess they wouldn't do that much. It would not do that much. So here I could go here. Would I loot away? Well, that's neat for next turn. We have the combo. We just want to push maybe the most damage through. And I think we still double strike. But then they make this block. Maybe I messed up. So they make this block lose that. And they have to chump that. Take 5. Yeah, I'm gonna attack like that. It seems alright. Pretty sketch. We do have a road rage and 2 decent cards. Well, this one, if you don't curve out, it's way worse. I'm still keeping this. There's enough chance to draw something early because we have expensive cards in the hand. And road rage helps us stabilize. An opponent is on the play. Another 4-drop. Surprise, surprise. Hello. We would have to get extremely lucky to get a 3-drop. Or maybe they play a 2. Or nothing? Okay, hope this resolves. It does. That's pretty good. Well, now we're kind of talking. Now we're curving out with rares and uncommons. Well, that's a pretty good way to answer a token. We could make this a 3, get a vehicle going. We could play that guy, but it's not easy to kill the end boss, but I think I want to play this once we have the engines. Well, same goes with that. I mean, there's more value in spreading the counters. Or is it? I mean, these are already big. I think I'm going 2 on our zombie. And flyer is good to trigger for triggering engines. Okay, opponent is on a rainbow. I think I'm holding the mana up here, actually. Because I want to deal with either sloop, because Rage is now dealing 3 damage. Get up to 3. Next turn we do get... Well, these two don't work together. You already need to attack. But the second ability works with only attacking. That's unfortunate. But that way they don't add anything to the board. Well, they do add this. Okay, but we get to kill this loop. Even though it's not great, but using efficiency here and not letting them get their hand together seems good enough. Oh, that's +2 damage. I'm still adding a creature here. We don't have anything good to kill. We take 5, we go to 5 speed. To 4 speed, sorry. I'm playing this out for double white. Even though, does it matter? I don't think it matters. Okay. So technically lethal with these two, so they need another removal. Well, not lethal anymore, 1 life. I'll go here. I'll just attack both. Or the -3. -0. No? Just looking insanely good for us. A sloop is maybe worth... It might be worth playing one of the blockbusters still. Or slightly more expensive cards. I like keeping all the aggro stuff. Maybe even the haster would come in handy against a 4-color deck. I don't know what to cut though then. I want all the big removal. Well, we don't have that much removal either way. Yeah, maybe not. I like everything else more. There's awkwardness here. We have kills, 2 kills plus well 1 really early, but I think we keep those hands. What can you do? There's enough draws you get. We're going black here. Okay, that's a good target. I'm just killing it. I don't want to take the damage. I swear we have cheap creatures. Well, we're apparently drawing mono 4 drops, but that has worked last game. Okay, opponent has all the mana. They are in black as well. Not cycling here. The card is just too valuable. Well, gotta run it out. We haven't seen anything besides the red removal spell. The bounce spell, but that's fine. You're also fine, Rambler. I could just make that. No, that doesn't work. Could just kill it, but it's a little bit awkward, honestly. Play this and pass. And next turn we can doubles. Well, we need a right land. Okay, but now they cannot. Well, they can crew it with that. That was pretty good for Mopo. But that toucher is also not bad here. We are flooding out a little. Yeah, I'll keep that. I mean the boss is pretty sick. It's not like we get otherwise past the death toucher. Okay, they keep it because they need red so badly, but it's gonna be tapped this turn. And this is probably using their whole turn since they didn't do much on 3 or 4. Now we get it. Well, we're flooding out pretty hard. I'm not attacking with the boss. No, but now they're fine blocking also. I think, but what are we gonna do? We could just attack with the 1/1, pump that. But then this stays, right? We would need. I don't think we get past it if we don't attack, so just make this attack still. It's anyhow awkward to crew that many things. Wait, what is this deck? Well, it's just 5 colors. That's what it is. No real synergy. We are in a pretty bad spot here. Too many lands. I know we have a decent board, but they have to have something to play out. They didn't get a red source though. And we saw a lot of red cards on the bottom. Okay. Yeah, they want to get the engines now up. Bro. If we got any creature, that would be 5 damage. So what do we do here? Just attack still. Yeah. There's too many lands. But we do get the engines up, so in case we get anything. Attacks all, well they don't fly, so makes sense. Oh, rough. Yeah, okay. That's a little bit too much. That is painful. Well, the 3/2 looks better and better here, honestly. It kills so many things. And again, sacking a flood can be a thing and stuff like that. It's like sacking a creature with a flood, and we do have some zombies to spare. I don't want to concede because maybe their deck just doesn't have much. Like, it's not even that crazy to splash stuff like Ascendant. Well, that card is great. Yeah, okay, definitely playing both 3/2s. So many targets, it's crazy. That's good. A little bit late to the party. Gunner. I think we gotta just chill now. Okay, this is such a pile. What are their main colors even? They play all the early stuff in all 5 colors. They did get some fixing though, but yeah, okay. Okay. Ace to everything. But yeah, the is it the bank buster? The 3-2 looks really, really good here. I'm gonna concede we're not winning this game anymore. Save some time. And play both of these over. Even though Disciple, they didn't really have much to deal with flyers. But the lifelink doesn't do much, so maybe one Disciple. I kind of like the Surveyor, but maybe that has to go now. And cutting the Specialist, what can you do? Sure. We are drawing a lot of lands. Maybe it was correct to play 16, but I mean we have a lot of 4 and 5s. This for the mana upside, I mean Surveyor attacks almost guaranteed. We can double spell next turn. If I play God, so the upside is pretty high. Yeah, so we get a treasure, that's good. Start with this. Get the engine sub, get a treasure, play Chariot. I mean, if we want to look into double spelling, this is better, but... Okay, what do we name though? What did we see? Refueler? Bro, these cards are so awkward because you have to know the exact name in the arena almost. I mean, it shortcuts in it, but if you miss something... Yeah. It's more that we just want a body this turn. Okay, we could have named Bike as well, which would be really good in this case. Which even made more sense, I think, so... This is attacking for fight, we get the engine sub to 2. I'm not cycling that. Okay, so they have all the mana. Well, they have the mana with that. Fetch. I think we're going like that. Because we gotta expect them to have something, right? No? Okay, maybe I missed the damage. There's no way to blow this up, right, in this deck. Oh yeah, there is. Oh, there we could potentially cycle into right cent and we actually blow this up. I think we cycle either way. Well, we the thing is we can scry, right, and then this gets us the draw. So it's not even that bad. This has to be exactly right cent on the top, but we need a creature this turn either way. So bad if we get a land here. Well, we get a surveil, so I'm still doing this. Yep. I will cycle still. We're definitely cycling now, right? Cannot expect just to draw a creature from the top, and that's too important. Bro. I was 1 off. Oh my god. Oh, this feels so unlucky, but what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Yeah, so we kill that. They can't crew it. Feels like this should be such a favorite matchup. But not with these draws. Okay, that's good though. It's really good. Get that. And this gives us the draw as well. 1 damage plus 4 because we deal 1 more. Pass. This was clunky in multiple ways. We surveilled and then drew a card, and a creature would mean a lot here. This gets them the 6/5 though. We still have the flyer. Put 2/1/1 counter, so it's pretty big. They flood it, awkward. Oh, great, 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 great. I'd say this first, even though it's awkward because we can double spell next turn. I think we gotta play into the damage plan. And this is more damage because this on the board gets awkward for them. So the only awkwardness is double spelling, but this wouldn't really attack profitably through the Pad Cruiser. Are they attacking? I mean, they might be. Yeah, well, that makes sense. We're still taking all. They're almost dead. Okay, so if we go here, what do I want to keep up? Probably is fine, one of each color. So the safest is only to make this attack. Have 2 blocks. Jump here. Gunner has really good blocks. Okay. Okay. So they will go for attack here. I think we gotta make a block. Which is actually a really tough decision. Do I ever just... I mean, we could take it potentially. If I block with this, I guess we still have lethal because they take 1, so I guess that answers the question. Well, +1. +1 makes them live. No, I think this is better. I just don't want to attack all because all they need to do is jump with 1, take 5, and then they potentially have 12, even if we gain 4. There's no way they die here. But this way we're also... Well, they need the removal, plus they need something to play. So they will need card draw first, right? Because they cannot play something, then crew and attack. So this puts us in a really decent spot. Yep, this is only 11 damage. Come on, Oppo. Whiff. But this way they're not alive anymore, right? Yeah, we go here. Okay, they would be if we didn't have a creature, but we do have a creature. So just crew and send them in. We need to deal 3. The crewing is awkward here because we have to crew and then crew again. The classic vehicle with a vehicle. Peru. No fishy lands or anything like that. I don't think there's any in the format. You could have looted. But don't matter. It don't matter. Oh wait, they could get they could get 2 life. Wait, that would actually help. That's an interesting play which I actually missed. Because they do have a lot of tap lands. So I would definitely need to loot first. I would probably still go for the attack. The likelihood of that happening is really low. Okay, here we are fighting for the trophy. This is D's first time we actually have a... Well, we did have a curve, but we have a decent amount of lands actually, because we can scry... We can scry into more. So definitely a keep. Oh, and it is a mirror. I don't want to play a mirror. I want to play these clunky, grindy decks. Especially not on the draw. And this is awkward because they might be having more vehicles, but we just need to draw into... We need to draw into lands. Okay, come on, Arena. You were so... You were giving us lands the whole run now, and now we're scrying into lands. Okay, there's a land. Well, this is now interesting, right? Probably have to kill the coordinator. I don't have my own vehicle, so I'm even maybe trading for the thing. Let's do this. Okay, that's good. Push the damage, or push the max speed off. There was display potential, but I really like the 2-2 that trades for the 3-1 here. Okay, it's a good sign. We don't have an attack. Other than, well, I can attack with this, but they're just gonna trade. But if I play this, we get the engines up, so it might be just the play here. Looks like a lightning strike potentially, but I don't mind them killing our worst creature right now. Well, the 2-2 is the worst, but yeah, you get the idea. Sure. Our there looks more dangerous when we don't know what they have and we know what we have. But I think they figured that we don't have the vehicles either way. Okay, that's really good. This card kind of sucks probably versus their deck, but I feel like we just push the attacks here through. Am I fine trading that for that? I mean, because if there's lightning strike, they're blocking here, trading that. That's also kind of good either way. So I feel like we just swing everything. Well, I guess they can kill that with that. So then this is the attack, right? If they have rights and okay, let's just go safe. We're quite far ahead. Yeah, these 3 now. Because if I attack with this, they kill that. They just eat that for free. That seems awful. If they don't have anything, we're in a good spot either way. Board wipe? No. I expected a board wipe here. Board wipe wouldn't be terrible for us, but it would be a way how they get back into the game. Swing out. Isn't this also plus a damage? So basically, wait, permanent. So just do it now. I mean, then I didn't want to show them the card, but it doesn't matter that much. Okay. So I expect them having some vehicles. The 3-2 kills that as well. So I'm not against playing one over potentially runner, but runner is kind of good in this matchup. Probably it's just expensive. But the lifelink is neat. We'll probably cut that. Well, the disciple we have to decide on. It can be good. It can also be quite terrible. Rider we don't want. I'm playing one of these now. Yeah, also Bankbuster kind of makes the diver good sometimes if it kills something, obviously. So I'm then on this potentially, but we now cut some targets for it. We do have still the zombies. Or I'm just on like a random 2 or this 2. I don't have that many vehicles for this to be that insane. So maybe just another. Well, this 2-drop is also kind of awkward versus their deck. I'd rather have this than okay, let's just play it. I expect them to have their own start your range and stuff. And even with one vehicle, we can race well because we get kind of pseudo Vigi. And can cruise some stuff on attack, some stuff on blocks. Well, opponent conceded. Well, I mean, I would really want to play this out. Honestly, I don't mind the gems right now, but I did this more for the sake of experimenting with weird archetypes. But yeah, I'll take the trophy. And thank you so much for watching.